The program has identified the need to preserve and enhance the quality and value of farm produce and to stop the annual decline in the export of horticultural products like pineapple in Ghana. As a first phase, a grant of $2.1 million has already gone to SPEC, the Sea Freight Pineapple Exporters Group of Ghana, for on-lending to 7 major nucleus farmers to install on-farm pre-coolers, cold storage, and new packhouses to expand their holding and handling capacity, improve on the quality and competitiveness of their produce, and thereby boost Ghana's pineapple production and exports. I'm happy to say that all the equipment have now been installed on these farms. 5 are currently in use, while the last 2 are at various stages of commissioning. We have attracted the interest of Chiquita, a major US-based firm in the fresh fruit export trade. The company is currently working with some of the local nucleus farmers involved in pineapple production to establish a sustainable access to the EU market. To support other exporters and many smallholders who may not have packhouses on their farms, we are at the advanced stages of providing post-harvest handling and value chain infrastructure for communal use. 3 public packhouses to be located in Akole to serve farmers in mango-growing areas of the eastern region, and in Maria Krom and Oche Krom in the central region to support the pineapple industry are to be constructed, and they will be ready by the end of the first quarter of 2011. These will serve the needs of the numerous smallholder farmers, outgrowers, and FBOs. As part of the post-harvest activity, MiDA has advanced the process for constructing a modern perishable cargo center at the Kotoka International Airport. This is an international standard packing, cooling, and storage facility for fresh produce, destined for competitive export markets in the EU and elsewhere. This valuable legacy will strengthen the horticultural industry and make Ghana's exports competitive in terms of quality, shelf life, and market value. The construction works on the perishable cargo center will start in September this year and will be completed in 12 months. To assist with markets for the produce of smallholder farmers, MiDA is funding the construction of 16 private sector managed agribusiness centers, mainly for small-scale grain storage facilities. These will be located in the following districts: West Mamprusi, Karaga, Tolong, Savelugu Nantong, Ejura Sechidumase, Kou North, Upper Manya, Gomwa East, South Tongu, Dangme East, and Tamale Metropolitan Assembly. These will serve as buying centers for selected food crops, in particular grains. It will also help to meet the credit needs of farmers in the catchment area of these facilities. These centers will be ready for use in the first quarter of 2011. In addition, it's intended to locate a number of storage facilities close to farming communities to allow for initial storage prior to the sales to these business centers. The quality of the input and the end produce intended for both the local and export markets is of essence to our program. For this reason, MiDA has sponsored various consultations on behalf of the Plant Protection and Regulatory Services Division of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture that will ensure an increase in the public sector's capacity to meet the international plant protection standards. The soon-to-be enacted Plants Act, which combines the seed and plant protection bills, will also pave the way for investments in quality seed production and distribution to improve laboratory equipment, new guidelines and rules for the application of fertilizer and chemicals, relevant IT systems, and better access to training for the staff of the PPRSD of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, the Water Research Institute, and the Ghana Standards Board. This will build institutional capacity to improve service delivery to the public sector. Our credits have so far gone to over 9,600 individual farmers and have been used as seasonal and other working capital loans for the purchase of capital items. To date, we have disbursed $26.3 million or $19.5 million, 26.3 million cedis or $19.5 million through 23 of a total of 56 participating financial institutions which have been accredited by the Bank of Ghana. These participating financial institutions are made up of 34 rural banks, 11 commercial banks, 2 savings and loans companies, and 9 financial NGOs. To facilitate the credit delivery process, training has been provided for rural banks and FNGOs on credit and loan management. This is in addition to providing assistance to participating financial institutions to bring them closer to their customers and thereby reduce the tendency for defaults in loan payments. In a collaborative arrangement with the Alliance for Green Revolution in Africa, MiDA has provided seed capital of $2 million to be leveraged into a $25 million facility to support Ghana's agricultural value chain. Mr. Chairman, to improve transportation linkages to the FBO communities and to reduce transportation costs and the cost of doing business, the program covers a significant number of vital roads connections across the 3 zones. We have selected for upgrading over 356 kilometers of feeder roads across the northern and the southern zones, already spread out as 110.5 kilometers in the north, 144 kilometers in the eastern and central regions, and 101.5 kilometers in the districts in the Volta region. These roads will be finished to mainly bituminous surfaces and when completed will increase agricultural activity and productivity, contribute to food security, and facilitate access to domestic and international markets and to critical social services. Besides the rehabilitation and construction of these feeder roads, the program is also upgrading the 14.1-kilometer national highway, the Tekwashe interchange, to the Malam Highway. This 6-lane dual carriage way, which includes interchanges at the Dimples Junction and the Malam Junction when completed, will reduce the bottlenecks in accessing the international airport at Kotoka and the port of Tema with farm produce, and also support Ghana's horticultural export production base beyond the current 7,000 hectares. The final leg of the transportation infrastructure development project is the improvement of the Lake Volta ferry services. A $9.4 million contract has been awarded to Measures Arab Contractors of Egypt for the extensive rehabilitation of the over 40-year-old floating dock lying at Akosombo and the construction of 2 new double-ended ferries to connect Adorso on the southern shore to Echi Amanfrom on the northern shore of the Volta River. The farmer, his family, and workers must be happy in their community. Unfortunately, it is these poor farmers in the rural areas who have poor access to basic community services like potable water, sanitation, schools at all levels, electricity for economic use, and the rest of it. These shortcomings or insufficiency of rural services constrain the productivity of the farmer or the people and has made it difficult to attract or retain the youth, entrepreneurs, and skilled workers into the rural areas. This has in turn affected Ghana's ability to realize the full potential of its abundant agricultural resources and to achieve speedy and sustainable growth of the industry. Our Rural Services Development Project, with a budget of $73.43 million, addresses these problems in a coordinated fashion.